today's been a day. We all got here, just for everyone out there. It is 2:24 p.m. We got here. We said we were going to start filming at 12 p.m. But we went on a few adventures since then.
Only a couple.
Only a couple. In short, we are on a table with no linen today because I did not lock the table in correctly.
It did fall everywhere. The laptop, the microphone, phones, tripods,
lights.
They were
everything.
Screaming a whole
Tea,
lot of. I gotta take my gum
coffee, water, everything. All
oh,
over the place.
yeah, we
didn't get
forgot
the
that
gum
part.
from?
That
That
swallow my gum.
Yeah.
everything was
soaking.
covered in tea and coffee.
Everything was covered in tea, coffee, and tears. So let's just say that. Here
We
we
like
are.
it.
That's a great
CTT.
title.
Where'd
Yep.
you get the gum from?
The front desk. I usually swallow my gum.
Really? Ew.
Remember, that's the gum I gave you, and you're like, this is horrible.
Well, I was like, who has gum? And she's like, I think there's some back here. And it was orange. I'm like, who the fuck chews orange gum?
No, I don't. I feel like that was a mistake buy, and we just threw it.
Should
Yeah.
be.
I have
Anyway,
an itch behind my ear, and it's like.
let's get to it
Okay.
because I'm losing steam. And you know what happens when I lose steam? I get very silly or very cranky. And I had a sandwich already, so. Which Sex and the City character are you? I don't know what mine is because I'm not like I never was an avid watcher and I don't really know the characters that well.
Okay,
but I feel like a lot of people.
I don't understand of all people how you have never watched Sex in the City.
I watched an episode. I watched probably two full episodes in my lifetime. But
How's
no,
that? It's like an iconic show.
no, I know it's an iconic show, and I just did a wedding, and the maid of honor did a speech, and she's like, "We've always watched Sex," and at the end, the DJ played like, "Do do 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 do."
Wait, that's
and it was
amazing.
it was
That's
amazing.
awesome.
She didn't know, and everyone was like, "Ah!" Like all the girls lost it
let's
because they
have-
love Sex in the City.
Yeah, let's have like a Sex in the City
Wait.
themed.
That's how I'll walk down the aisle.
I thought you're. What do you mean? That's how you'll be murdered?
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Maybe it'll be a Sex in the City themed murder mystery.
Gia, get your shit together.
Oh my god.
We're very in tune today, Gia.
Yeah.
Me and Gia are right there today.
What?
know.
All right. So, what characters are you? What character?
We walk alike, we talk
Let's start
alike.
with me. What character am I? Because I don't watch the show.
Miranda.
Oh,
Honestly,
isn't that the lesbian with short
shit.
red hair?
yeah, but that doesn't happen until like
first of all,
30 years
yeah,
later.
exactly. That didn't happen until and just like that.
Yeah.
Oops, sorry.
I almost feel like you're a hybrid of Miranda because like you've such
She's
a work
outspoken.
ethic, but also I feel like then add in like Charlotte. Okay, but I
don't
just
see
feel
that.
like
I don't see that.
I mean, I don't
I
know, like
definitely
she
get-
cares about
actually-
weddings and love, I think. I mean, look
I
at
feel
her.
like she's
I don't know.
Miranda because she's outspoken, but I also feel like she could be Samantha because you're a little raunchy sometimes.
I
Yeah.
am raunchy.
I don't know about Charlotte. I don't know.
There's something about it
I
that
don't
I'm
know if
just
she's like a
getting.
hopeless romantic.
No, there is no
I'm not a hopeless
hopelessness.
I
romantic.
don't know.
There's nothing
Yeah.
about me that's hopeless. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Who are you?
I don't know. Well,
I don't think you're a
like
horse of a different color.
so my Instagram bio is Long Island's knockoff Samantha Jones.
I love it.
Oh,
But yeah,
Oh.
but I don't.
Sam Jones.
Are you a whore?
Sam Jones.
Not recently. No, not in recent times. But I also feel like inside of most girls who think they're Samantha, they are Carrie.
that was aggressive. Are you a hussy? You're not a whore. You know what I
Oh
mean? Like a huss.
no! I want to be a whore.
I would be a huss if I looked.
No, I like being a whore. You can call me a whore.
No, you're a hussy.
My
like,
goodness.
You're a hot little blonde number.
Yeah,
With
like a little
great ass.
hooch. I'm a little hoochie.
Coach it up.
Yeah.
Hoochie.
Well, I wish I was more of a whore these days. I used to be, but not really much these
Okay.
days because I'm just kind of like, eh. But I would say I feel like the vibe of Samantha, but I feel like when I truly enjoy someone or like am dating someone, I'm just as desperate as Carrie. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And it's a
Carrie is
little
desperate.
embarrassing, but it is
get
what
it.
it is.
They're all kind of desperate. Well, Charlotte.
To their own
You know.
degree.
Yeah, to their own degree.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
who do you think you are, babe?
I always, you have to ask me at different stages in my life because when I was single, I was literally Samantha because I just acted like a man. Like that's all I cared about.
I love it.
But then you're probably right. Like deep down, I was probably, looking for something, but
Yeah.
didn't know it. But then I don't know. Everyone seemed to think Charlotte.
Corinne
But
said
she's
Charlotte.
like so sweet and like she's all about like like the positive and romantic and like she loves to like work out. Like she has like just a different that's why
true.
it strikes me. Like you wear like the pretty dresses, you're very girly.
Put together.
Like yeah, there's just something
I
there's just
agree.
something about
Yeah.
you that I felt like Charlotte really
Yeah,
screamed
well,
at me.
that's what
But
I was
could be
getting
wrong.
for Cassidy too. Is I feel like they both have like this put togetherness. I mean, you know, excluding when Cassidy did dump the whole table on
You
the
think I'm
ground.
put together?
I feel like you can be. I feel like you know what I mean. You are a Virgo, and I feel like Charlotte would probably be a Virgo. Just
Well,
saying.
now that you put it
I
like
think
that,
I looked
it
up
makes
one
sense.
time. Long pause here, but I feel like I want to say that Charlotte was an Aries. Somebody look that up because there's online. It tells you all of their. I think.
Signs.
Can you look it up, Sam? Yeah. Okay. Good. We have Sam on the sidelines again
Yeah.
today.
I have a couple guesses on what I feel like their signs are.
But I'm like that was just like thought about. I think maybe she was like a Cancer.
Charlotte.
Maybe
I
she
don't
was
give a fuck what
Aquarius.
sign.
Okay,
Or
so I
Taurus.
clearly
It's
don't know
astrology
what she was.
Huh?
She's Cancer.
Cancer makes sense.
Corinne, you're Carrie.
I think I am.
For your closet alone.
Yeah. What? No.
No, well, just
Her
saying.
closet is
like-
better than mine because she has like all those fabulous clothes and shoes in there.
But you don't keep your stuff in the oven.
Yeah, but so do you.
I
You
don't
have
stuff
so
in my
much.
cupboard.
you
And
have so-
I don't like to cook like she did. I hate it.
You
I'm
have
just like,
a lot
whatever.
of clothes.
I do have a lot of clothes, but I don't wear a lot of them too. I'm gonna give a lot of stuff away. I think I'm gonna have like a closet sale.
Who are you giving them to?
Gianna.
In
Anyway.
a state sale.
Gianna doesn't want them.
Cassidy does.
Yeah. I just feel like she. Okay, wait. Sam coming in on the sidelines.
So Mr. Big is an Aries.
Of course.
I love him. Okay.
He should be a Pisces.
Oh wow, they're getting deep.
I don't care about that. Just tell us the
moon
sign.
and
Four.
shit. No.
Samantha Jones, Taurus.
Oh,
Ew.
no, she's a Sagittarius. She has to be a
They-
fire sign.
Libra.
I knew it.
Who?
had to be.
Had
Yeah.
to be.
Who,
Had to
Carrie?
be.
A Libra? Of course.
Smith. Smith is a Gemini.
Who's Smith?
I don't think
I
he's
love-
a Gemini. I think he's a Libra.
Who's Smith?
Charlotte, Aquarius.
I'm taking these off. I can't hear a thing.
There you go. I knew it.
Miranda,
I said
Cancer.
Aries, but that's whatever.
I was gonna
Close
say.
enough. It was an A.
Miranda's a Cancer. I don't
Miranda's
know
a
if people can
Cancer.
hear.
Of course.
All right. Yeah.
Stanford is a Virgo.
Oh,
Yeah, he
may he rest in
is.
peace.
All
Yeah,
right.
so I just think like she was like, yeah, like the whole guy thing and like searching for love and like I'd be like watching the episodes later on. I watch it and I go, oh my god, she was such an ass.
She was toxic.
And then I
Who
go,
was?
She is.
and then I
Carrie.
go, oh my god, I've totally done that.
Who?
It's
How
terrible.
is the new season? Are people shitting all over it, or
I like it. I don't care
won't
what
watch
anybody says.
anymore
I mean,
of it.
there's aspects of it that I'm just like, bleh.
It's
Yeah.
I won't watch
Little
it.
cringy,
I
but-
tried. It's not giving.
No,
but-
I do like it.
I like
Yeah.
it. It's like,
like you'll watch
you know what?
it
I
mindlessly.
totally like when they talked about like the menopause and stuff like that. I was like, this is fabulous.
Yeah.
Yeah, because now you can relate to them
I can
now
relate to
again.
them even more, and I feel like at my age when it first started, I was relating to them anyway, because it started in the '90s, and I was like in my late teens, so it was like. You know, like, I don't know, like, I related to them then, and now
Yeah.
being in my 20s and then going into my 40s, I feel like, I mean, they're still older than me, but still.
It's like
Yeah.
you're alongside each other, like growing up.
Yeah, you like they did it first, and then you're following.
Like,
you're
yeah, so,
wow.
like, they're talking about things, and I'm like, I totally
They're
get
like
it.
your mentors.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
I would hang up with them. Hang up with them, hang out with them.
you would hang out with them. Okay.
Yum.
ASMR, listening to Corinne gulp her drink.
Well, I'm so happy
Cassidy's
I can't hear that.
repulsed.
I took my microphones off because
Does that
I'm not
steam
gonna.
you? My,
I took my
hair's just stood
microphones
up on
off.
my,
Yeah,
the hair's
or
just stood up
whatever.
on my arm. That like, I can't. I don't know why people find that so. I just literally like, thought about it. I skeeved out. Like I don't understand how people can listen to people make noises, which are.
I hate ASMR.
I'm like, what is she
I hate
doing?
ASMR.
It's like skeeves me. It skeeves me to the next level. I
Doesn't
don't know. Maybe it's
bother me.
because
I don't
I'm
like,
so
like-
overstimulated during the day. Like I got Scarlet, and then like my phone's constantly going off, and like I don't
So-
know. I just need silence.
So you don't
I
like
will
when
say-
they do the like.
Ew, ew, ew.
No. My nipples are hard. I can't even listen to it right now. I just can't.
What the fuck?
You know when you get so skeeved and you get like.
Yeah.
I think that if
Like
I
little
go
twitch.
online, like things when they do like the mouth sounds and like
Ugh.
stuff like that, I'm like, I'm not into
The
that. Or
eating.
like some people are like, they're like, oh, they want to hear them eat. I don't get that at all. But like when they're like calming, what was the one that
Yeah.
we watched that time? And you were like, this is fabulous.
Oh my god, I forgot.
Wait, there's one. It comes up on TikTok
The
Live.
nail girl.
There's
Remember? She was like
one-
making, it was like sarcastic.
Wait.
With the Kardashians?
No,
Oh.
not her. There was one where she was like, "Oh, I'm doing your nails," and it just popped
Oh,
up
yeah,
on
yeah,
mine.
yes.
And she was like, kind of like joking around about it, and I sent it to her because something that she did in the video was like reminiscent to something that a nail girl had done to her with the eating. Mm-hmm. And I sent it to her, and the girl is like ASMR, but she's like sarcastic. Like she'll be like, "Oh, like, why didn't you come to get your nails done by me?" And then she starts like eating a bowl of cereal, like as a joke. And then she's like, "You know that are you cheating on your boyfriend? Is your boyfriend cheating? Tell me all about it." And then like, so she's like like funny. So I'm like, but her voice
Like
is very sweet.
satire.
Yes.
Thank you for straightening that out for
You're
me.
welcome. I knew what that thing. If anyone's wondering right now, what Corinne, I don't know how Corinne's gonna like edit this, but me and Gia are currently sharing a microphone because when we had the spill,
When the incident occurred.
when the incident went down at 1:54. No, we had a little spillage. So now poor Gia is stuck sharing a microphone with me, and I refuse to take off the headphones because it was given to me and I'm used to it now.
She was a hater, but she converted.
I'm not. It's not that I converted, but like now I need it to like my body to know that we're doing a podcast. Anyway,
I kind of feel the same way, and now I'm like really
and
trying
now you
to
feel naked.
Yeah, and I feel like now, like usually, like I do try not, like I know we all try not to talk over each other, but now I'm like we're on the same feed.
Yeah, we're gonna talk. We're
So
gonna
I'm like,
talk over
oh,
each
God.
It's
other.
gonna be awesome when I have to edit it.
Yeah,
by the
God
way.
bless.
I'm gonna try to cut myself off.
Thank you, Cassidy.
Yeah. All right. Well,
you.
honestly, speaking of New York icons,
Putting the table together, jackass.
Anyway, what do you call it? Speaking of Carrie Bradshaw, Sarah Jessica Parker was Andy Cohen's date to the Met Gala that happened this past
wasn't
Monday.
Andy Cohen
I think
her date?
Yeah, Andy Cohen was her date. I wonder if he was even invited. I read somewhere that the tickets cost $75,000 and it's invite only.
Well,
So even
my
if you're
God.
invited, you have
Sam
to pay
is shaking her head, so
$75,000.
she is telling us this is true facts.
Samantha, jump in real quick. Samantha, our wonderful Sam.
Hi. That's bad.
We can't see you.
You look
You're
beautiful.
beautiful.
No, I wanted her to jump in, but okay, whatever.
I'm jumping in.
well,
Hey.
I did some research on the pricing of the Met Gala yesterday. Not necessarily the actual prices, but what I think I understand about it, and someone correct me if I'm wrong, probably Sam, is so I guess the companies and designers are invited, and then they basically pay for the ticket for everyone and then invite people, and then those people, I believe, are approved. Am I incorrect? Well, anyways, then I was thinking about it. So ignore everything I just said. But so
All
hear
the
me out.
incorrect information I just spewed.
Institute.
What?
It's a fundraiser for the
No, I know. So then, do they write off?
Well, it's an
fundraiser for
exhibit
what?
inside,
Tickets?
right, Sam?
I think they can.
What is it a fundraiser for?
It's an exhibit inside because SJP was like, they interviewed her, I think, on the Today Show this morning or one of the morning shows, I don't even know. And she was like, she's like, I was really happy that I was able to come when it was like less crowded on the carpet or on the whatever. And she said it was much quieter and she really enjoyed that. And that when she went inside, she was like, it was nice, but she was like, I couldn't sit. And I'm thinking to myself, how did any of them sit? Because those dresses are like so elaborate.
Is it like a dinner?
Kim Kardashian, can we just
Like buffet?
No,
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
over it.
We're
I
gonna
can't.
talk about that after.
She
'cause
had
I-
ribs removed.
It's the opening of the new exhibit
no way
they
she
make,
didn't.
and so the exhibit was the was like the Sleeping Beauties.
Right.
Yeah,
So
it was. It says here the Vogue quote. So Andrew Bolton,
Yeah.
Wendy Yu, curator in charge of the Costume Institute, added that the exhibition will be shaped around three main zones: land, sea, and sky, that pay tribute to the natural world. It's very much an ode to nature and emotional poetics of fashion, he said. And this is another quote. This year's 2024 Met Gala dress code is the Garden of Time, and inspired by J.G. Ballard's short story of the same title, written in 1962. It could be interpreted in the how do you say myriad?
Myriad.
Myriad. All right, calm down.
Wait, I
You're a lot
keep
younger than
thinking
me.
the J.G. Wentworth every time.
J.G. Listen, still, now I will.
I'm gonna pee in my
Someone
pants.
else read the quote. I moved it.
Only-
Someone else read the quote. Go ahead, Corinne.
No, I can't.
okay.
No, read the
8-7
quote. They
to the
need to know. The
cast
people
now.
need to know.
I have my glasses on. God damn it.
Oh my God! Start this year's that one. This year's 2024 Met Gala.
What are we looking at here?
Garden of
It's the
Time.
second bullet point
Inspi-
under reawakening
Pay
passion.
attention.
Inspired
I
by
can't.
J.G. Ballard's short story of the same title written in 1962, it can be interpreted in a myriad of ways. Still, we'll likely see many of floral and botanical looks grace the famed Met Gala red carpet.
Roses, corsets, draping, extremely old dresses.
I think it's ephemerality. So
What
it's
are you
like,
doing with this vocab words?
well, number one, they wrote that like that was a word in the article, and I think in an interpretation of the short story. So I didn't read the short story, but I read like a synopsis of it. And
let's talk about the Met Gala. First of all, I saw like a picture, and it was of Kim Kardashian, the back of her walking up the steps, and then Lana Del Rey is behind her with that clothes hanger thing. It's just, to me, and I'm not like a fashion girly, it just looks so silly.
It was like Tool on a branch.
I kind of loved to me, and
I
it's
loved it
so
too.
like. No, I didn't hate it.
Well, it's supposed to be like avant-garde, isn't it? It's supposed to be like crazy.
But
Like,
first
what
of all,
can you think of? But it used to not be like that. It
well-
used to be like more like black tie formal.
because I think
It has
once
evolved.
they had the theme camp, they said every year is camp.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
And then they just went camp crazy.
yeah. Did anybody see the quote, or they had it on Instagram today too, from Rihanna, when she said for her first Met Gala that she went to, she got there and she was like, I don't want to get out of the car. Because she had like this huge dress on, and she was like, I feel like a clown.
Yeah.
She's like, I don't want to get out. I don't want to get out. And then
Well,
she got out and walked the carpet. She looked beautiful, of course, because she's freaking Rihanna.
It's the three-ring circus, if that's the case, because so I don't get it. I personally don't get it.
I kind of like it. I just think I think that the crazier the dress is, like, I
more
love,
fun it
like,
is.
yeah, I don't know. It's just fun. It's something that, like, you're not going to see. People aren't going to wear it every day. It's kind of like, I don't know. I just kind of love it.
Yeah.
I
feel
just like to see what they're going to come out with. It's fancy.
Fantasy.
It's fantasy.
I guess so, fancy.
Thanks,
Kim Kardashian with the. So let's talk about Kim Kardashian's waist. Do
No.
people really want to look like that,
I feel like
she couldn't even breathe.
or is it like is that too far? Is that fashion, or is that
it's art.
art? Is it though, Gia, or is it?
Well, I don't.
But
I
this
mean,
is
I know
what she's
artists.
setting a
always done.
ridiculous beauty standard.
This is nothing
Yeah, but-
new. Like, she's always been like
They
this.
had to teach her how to breathe in the corset. That's that's ridiculous.
That's funny.
I don't
But
like
leave
it.
it to Kim Kardashian to do something like that.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, guys.
She's always been trying to do.
She's sticking it to Kanye.
There you go.
What do
Said
you
she's
think,
sticking it
Sam?
to
So
Sticking it to
Sam's
the
a
man.
fashion girly. Sam, what do you think? Did you like it?
Well, I think that there's a lot of layers to it because there was an argument when she did it the first time. I think it was like in a Mugler where she was wearing this insanely cinched corset.
Yup.
Kanye said to her something about like you're setting back like female standard. I don't know. I think she got into like there was a whole thing.
Yeah.
So I think she's doing it just to like.
I feel like that's
Please
just
don't
too
do
short.
that.
Do you know
don't do
why?
that.
There was I didn't.
I
really,
just tried to show Sam.
I just tried to like sit. I tried to. I don't know. There was a whole thing saying explain the cardigan because people were very confused about the
I didn't
cardigan. Did
understand the
anyone read
cardigan.
about that? Because I didn't click it.
I think
It said Kim explains the cardigan.
I think they're making too much of a hubbubaloo about
She was
it.
just kind of saying like, oh, she's going to the garden. She's grabbing her boyfriend's little cardigan to throw over her.
Her boyfriend's cardigan.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Storyline.
you know,
Yeah.
I
Just
interpreted
gonna
it
go
a
grab
different
my
way.
boyfriend's cardigan because I'm a little chilly in the garden.
Why does your boyfriend have a cardigan? Because it's chilly. Why would he just
Is
have
your
like a
boyfriend Harry
jacket or a
Styles?
blazer like
Why
a
would you
normal
date a
guy?
man
He's,
who wears
he's grabbing his
cardigans?
cardigan.
Maybe
I don't know.
He's a
Maybe I'm just out of
librarian.
the.
Maybe she's saying she's gonna be a lesbian now.
What?
maybe it's her going back at Taylor Swift.
What?
What?
The cardigan.
explain.
I'm surprised those motherfucking Swifties haven't picked up on that.
What?
That
Maybe
she
they
threw a
have.
little cardigan over her.
What's the
I don't
Taylor
understand.
Swift cardigan lore?
I'm not a Swiftie, so
the
someone
Swift song
explain.
cardigan? Oh, you know what? Okay, have a great day, guys. This
No,
is
where are you going?
I don't.
What?
I don't.
Put those
the
fucking.
cardigan song. Taylor Swift's cardigan song.
Is it about Kim?
cardigan? No, it's a song. with
Cardigan?
Taylor and no, okay.
Okay, so you're saying there could be something here where
Yeah,
she's.
because
Well,
they're-
I'm
they're
surprised
going
no one
at it.
picked up on that.
Well,
And
so
it's
I don't
so
know
weird.
all of Taylor Swift's songs, so I
Well,
can't speak to
what
this.
I think is, Leah just said they're going at it, but the thing is, someone said that the song that Taylor Swift recently made about
Yes, thank you,
Kim
Amy, yes.
is actually a red herring, and they're talking about Du Moi.
I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
That's a little too much into it. But I'll look it up.
Du Moi is,
It's
it's like an
Du
Instagram.
Yeah, Duma, D-E-U-X-M-O-I.
D-E-A-U-X-M-Y.
You never heard of it?
It's they're gossip. So it's like they spot celebs, they get
They never heard of Duma?
Well, our apologies, Queenie.
Have you? Have you?
No, and Sam's on
You're
it.
talking
so
to two
if
tabloid
she's never
girls
heard of
over
it,
here.
then
Guys, that's
No,
like,
Du Moi
you're
is
making
huge.
it up.
a non please.
Like her- Are you kidding me? No.
Let's go.
Oh my
I've
gosh.
never heard
Okay,
of it.
so let's get into Dumois.
No, like,
What?
let's leave.
Oh, okay, bye.
No, guys, just look it up. No, wait, but you have to look it up. It's Dumois.
All right, I'll
It's
look it up
a,
later.
it's a gossip column, but yeah,
But
you get on it.
they're really kind of like under. So basically, I don't think they're posting nearly as much, but basically what they do is kind of like Sunday roundups where they do blind items for gossip, which is, you know what blind items are?
Yes.
I love a blind item. Anyone have an answer for me?
No, I got nothing, man.
Okay, you don't know blind. Okay. So basically, they'll say this New Jersey rock and roll star's son is marrying
Oh, okay.
a young
Yeah, got it. Actress,
star
blah, blah,
with a
blah.
bald head.
Okay.
And they were seen, blah,
It's
blah,
all
blah.
people,
She
like,
bold
everyday
now?
people
No,
write
but back
in and
in the
they
day
go,
she was.
Anon,
Oh, okay.
please, anonymous, please. Like,
Anon, please.
caught this Sex and the City star cozying up next
Yes.
to...
and then they send photos and stuff. So then
Yeah.
Taylor Swift had
Sounds
beef
like
with
the
Dumois,
Inquirer.
Yeah.
and her PR girl had
Tree.
beef. And Tree. And they had this beef, and it was weird. Dumois,
Anyway.
it's a big thing.
I'm sure
they're
our
a
listeners,
gossip
I'm
gossip.
sure our listeners would fucking know.
Yeah.
So
Anyway.
you're-
I also recommend listening to the podcast Beyond the Blinds. They go over so many blind items from throughout the years about different celebrities and whatnot.
I also want to
Highly
touch
recommend.
upon Lizzo. Lizzo posted a photo of her in her dress gown, like whatever you call piece of art.
Her look.
And it says, "If I'm not on your best dress list, you're fat phobic." All in caps. Very interesting.
My friend pointed out that she looked like a red snapper.
I think she looked like foreskin. I wasn't really into the dress. It looked like you know what I mean? Like the dress looked like a piece of foreskin, and the headpiece. And I love Lizzo. What?
Isn't Lizzo canceled?
Lizzo was like, I don't know, like
Did she get
Well,
redeemed?
okay. Earlier today, you said it reminded you of ball sack. Now we moved on to foreskin.
well, like it's in the same family.
She just moved a little
She just
north.
looks like the general.
North, yes. King of the what?
I said you're ovulating.
Are you ovulating?
I am.
Lizzo
How
just
did you
reminds
know
you of
that?
dicks.
Talking about foreskin.
Foreskin and ball sack.
Anyway, so that was pretty interesting. I don't know. Some of the outfits, there was no plus size representation when you think about it. I didn't see any of the big girlies up there in their.
Ashley Graham was there.
Why were there
Yeah,
so
she
many
was, I
people
think-
basically fully nude?
I think she was doing, yes. I think Ashley
Why'd I
Graham
have
was
to see
doing
so
the
many
show.
asses?
Yeah, a lot.
A lot of heinies.
I'm sick of Emily Ratajkowski. I'm sick and
Yeah.
tired of her.
I could draw her vagina.
and
This is like an angry podcast.
I guess so.
So
I just don't like
wait,
celebs.
Ashley Graham was there, Sam Smith was there, and he had mentioned someone had asked
my
him,
gosh, yes.
"What is it that you
A
want to see, or what are
plus-size
you excited?"
reporter
Yes,
said, "What do you-"
what are you excited to see? And he said, "I'm excited to see plus size representation." So he wants to go to the stores and be able to buy plus size.
He
clothes.
said it in such a silly
sit.
way.
Did we enjoy Zach posing?
There you go.
Yes, yeah.
That was my favorite.
Yes,
Yeah.
I couldn't remember
looked
her
beautiful.
name. She was in The
Yeah,
Color
yeah.
Purple, I believe, right? She was in The Color Purple.
Well, isn't he doing stuff with the Gap now?
Here, there it is.
Yeah.
Sam Smith.
So if you're not in on fashion, there he is.
So she wrote. This girl.
What are you most excited, or what would you like to see for the future of fashion?
Clothes in my sizes in stores.
Thank you.
Amen, brother.
Are you most
Brilliant. Brilliant. Was that Ashley? Was that?
Yeah.
Ashley
She
Graham.
was
it was.
doing, I think, the
really love
pre-show
her dress.
interviews.
There was
I didn't
something
love her
about it.
either,
I
yeah.
didn't love
I didn't either, but I kind of liked how she looked like a dominatrix.
Yeah.
That's honestly, I would love to be a dominatrix, but
I
that's
don't know.
a topic
I didn't
for
love
a
the
different
hair,
episode.
but
That's
you know
the
what?
next
Whatever.
podcast.
A lot of people are being really mean about Selena Gomez right now too.
She was there.
Oh, she.
Or just in
Selena Gomez
general.
is fucking beautiful.
I don't know. I
Right?
saw a clip that was associated with it where she was just hugging someone. She was in a tight fitted dress and everyone was just slandering her.
It's ridiculous. And BB Rexa. I
Horrible.
saw something for BB Rexa
Oh,
when she
yeah.
was up there. First of all, BB Rexa and Selena Gomez. You all wish you looked like them.
Yes,
Okay, let's fucking
seriously.
Be real with
Honestly,
ourselves.
I don't even know what BB Rexa looks like. Is she blonde?
Yeah, she's
Yes,
blonde.
she's blonde, and people are all
she's-
shitting on her
now
for
she
gaining
has-
weight.
She's gained weight, and people are just coming for her hard.
Yeah. It's insane, and it's getting worse. I think after the Ozempic era, it's really getting a lot worse, right?
People are the comments are just atrocious. And
Yeah.
keep in mind, Selena Gomez is someone who has lupus,
how
so
beautiful
she's
she is.
struggling.
Oh,
with
yeah, she's
so
like
much.
you wish,
She lost
right?
a
They all
kidney.
wish.
You know, she there's so many issues that
Yeah,
she's
she had the
dealing
kidney
with.
transplant,
You think
whatever.
the biggest thing she cares about is her weight?
Donna
Like,
from Wisconsin.
And everyone's saying like, wow. Everyone loves to say like, wow, Justin Bieber really dodged a bullet here.
Oh my God, get out, please.
So that's the Met Gala. Also, did you guys see that they're using a lot of AI? There were AI photos going out there that were trending that people thought were actually outfits, like Katy Perry
and
AI.
Rihanna.
Oh, really?
Yes.
There was a dress. So Katy Perry was trending at the Met Gala and she didn't go because AI created this beautiful dress for her. You got to look it up. Hold on.
And I think Rihanna too. They put her in some crazy frock.
Yeah, like with the white, right? AI is wild, man.
Wait.
AI it'd be fucking nuts.
I had a crazy thought about Rihanna recently.
Corinne, what's going on in your head? What are you thinking about?
Is this a trick question?
No, what are you thinking about? I feel like you have something to say.
No, I mean, I'm just like reflecting.
On what?
The Met Gala?
The Met Gala.
What are you
chaos
reflecting
that
on?
ensued today.
What?
I said the chaos that ensued today.
I know, I'm exhausted over it.
I still haven't recovered from it, truthfully.
My mind is blown from the chaos.
There's hundreds of dollars of technology could have been screwed. Like, I don't know what's going on. Was that a lot of money, that little thing?
We lost a tablecloth.
I don't know. I bought it a while ago.
We lost a tablecloth.
And an adapter.
I almost
big hits.
asphyxiated myself. Like, I almost died.
Yeah,
I mean, at the end of the day, the biggest loss would have been Cassidy, so.
Maybe want me fat.
What?
I knew that was coming.
But you know what? I was saying to Gia in the back, like,
She
imagine
always
if
does
I
that to me.
died that way, laughing.
That's a good way to go out.
It would be like fine. I'd be okay with that. It'd be a piece.
Why didn't you blow into the bag?
Because I couldn't breathe. How could I blow?
Because that's what you're supposed to do. The bag. It's a paper bag.
I'm not sure why. Well, okay.
Isn't that for hyperventilating?
Yes, that's what she was doing.
hyperventilating?
She couldn't
Were
breathe.
you?
I blacked out when she started screaming like a gazelle. I literally, my eyelids. I felt like I.
Can I just tell you?
I saw black. I saw black and I couldn't see. So I was like, "What's going on?" Because I was laughing so hard.
You just keep screaming, I peed my pants! I peed myself!
And I'm like, did you really pee yourself?
Yeah, look what came out.
And then I was like,
Well, that's
if you
what happens.
continue
By the way,
doing that-
girls, wait for motherhood,
Yeah.
because that's what happens when
Happy
you laugh
Mother's
really
Day,
hard.
bitches.
Well, then I was
Happy
like,
Mother's
Happy
Day.
Mother's Day.
I was like, if you keep screaming
box
the
of
way you are,
diapers.
I'm gonna pee my pants, and then Corinne's gonna pee her pants, and then we're all just gonna be pissed.
Sam would have walked into urination all over the floor. She would have been like, "Why is it smelling piss in here?" I'm like, "Don't worry about it." Can you imagine Daddy Fallon? Can you imagine if he walked
Can
in?
you not call him Daddy Fallon?
Can you imagine if the landlord walked in on the fucking as that debacle was going on? Anyway, so let's keep it moving. So I saw this video. Why? Go ahead. What do you have something to say?
I don't remember
I'm trying to keep it
anymore.
moving. We're at 30 minutes. Anyway,
You're fine.
I want to talk about me, and I went viral recently on
Jesus.
Instagram. I have almost 20,000 likes on my photo, and I'm gonna get 1 million views. I know I am. If I get 1 million views, I'll buy you all lunch next week. Anyway,
Thanks.
Oh, you're not even here next week.
That's why she said she'll buy it next week.
that's right. I'm not here next week. I have my fundraiser, my charity event.
Miss Board.
I saw a video of a bride coming in on a seat with 1 billion balloons on it, flying her into her wedding. Did you guys see that video?
Yeah, I've seen
Yes.
First of all, is that real? Yeah, right? Like some crazy person does that.
that. Whatever. I mean, she probably weighs like 98 pounds.
What are you getting like?
The
what
entrances. It's what, like, people are getting at, and you know what I'm also seeing that are crazy too? The gender reveals. Did you see that gender reveal video that people are making fun of? Where they had like 2 jet planes flying on
like
around
with the
this
smoke?
couple with
Stop.
like, and people are like, wow, gender, like, are you kidding me? What's
Wait.
going on with these
Because
new
it's
random-
like
reminded me.
keeping up with the Joneses. Everyone's got to do something else to
Yeah.
outdo the last. This is what we were talking about last time.
Yeah.
This all reminded me. I have a poll for our listeners.
Oh.
I'm not pregnant. Okay, let's just get that straight.
I literally almost spit my tea out.
My husband and I are in a battle of names, potential names down the line, and he hates the name Poppy.
I love it.
No, but it's Poppy. That's
Poppy.
what you've always wanted.
Poppy Perez. Tell me that's not iconic.
That's so cute.
It's iconic. I have a wedding on the
perfect.
18th. The bridesmaid's name is Bonnie Blue.
Aww. That's really cute. Is that like a flower? It's
Poppy
giving flower.
Perez is an iconic name. It's like Shep Wilkinson.
It's like I would name my son Shepard Wilkinson. First of all, you're going to be a newscast star.
100%.
Yep. Yeah.
You're literally
Poppy
setting
Perez,
her up
she's
for
like-
stardom.
She could be a model. Like,
Wait, I totally forgot that your last name is Wilkinson.
Wilkinson's very noble.
Okay,
isn't it?
Kendra.
Shep Wilkinson tonight
Oh, yeah.
on News 12. Shep
But
Wilkinson.
isn't Wilkinson very noble? Even when I started,
Very noble.
so when I first started dating Rob, I was like, well, his last name's Wilkinson. I could never marry him because it's so like, oh, Wilkinson of the
Well, that's the best
Wilkinson
part.
I was
family.
super upset. Like,
Here I
pissed off
am,
with that.
Cassidy Wilkinson. Yeah,
Well,
Poppy Perez.
I just wanted to, poll the listeners and see if they side with him or me. Is
Poppy.
Poppy a good name? Because Justin says absolutely not.
P-O-P-P-Y or P-O-P-P-I?
Well, what is his
No, I
better
was
alternative?
Poppy.
That's what I'd like to know.
Yeah. Well, he
Pop-up.
goes, fine, if we name our daughter Poppy, I'll call her Opium for short.
He said that at the restaurant the other night.
He says it all the time.
Oh, Opie.
He's such an idiot.
Opium. No, he won't. 'cause once
This
he
boy
lays-
needs to
once he
learn how to
lays
give
his
up a little
eyes
bit.
on his
Meanwhile,
little
brain's
daughter's
a little-
face, he ain't gonna call her anything but baby angel.
Yeah,
Yes,
really.
exactly. So, I don't know. That's a current fight that we're having. Even though we're not even anywhere near having babies. But
I love-
it's
I don't
just
want
a
to
thought.
say, and Cassidy can tell her story after this. I don't want to say that Paul didn't have a say in naming Gianna, because he did, but like he was definitely not gonna say. Well, the only one that was the Georgia thing that pissed me off. But like I'd be like, oh, what do you think of this? And like, but like, yeah, no. At the end of
So-
the day, I was naming that kid.
I always was named
She's doing
Scarlett.
the
Was
same
always
thing in
going
the
to be a
background.
Scarlett. Before Rob, Scarlett was always going to be Scarlett. I used to work at a daycare when I was younger, and there was this little girl named Scarlett, and she had curly hair, and she was a little bit of a bitch, but I was obsessed with her. She was just a strong girl, knew what she wanted. I was like, I freaking love that name. I'm going to name my kid that, and here we are. We got a little Scarlett, and it means bold and firecracker, and well,
Well, there you go.
Wow. Yeah.
So Justin actually said at the restaurant, he was like, I love that name, Raquel.
Raquel,
And I was
Rocky.
like,
Sam-
well, we know one, so we can't name our kid that. We're naming her Poppy.
Sam, before you even got pregnant, I remember you saying to me you love Raquel because you like Rocky.
Yeah.
And she's nothing but a Rocky
yeah.
Sam's had that name for a while.
for a long time.
It's like Shayla.
Okay, Shayla.
Who's Shayla?
It's from Sex and the City.
Is that
I don't watch.
Charlotte.
Oh yeah. Oh my
Wait,
gosh. And then she has the box.
That was her baby name.
Okay, so
Oh.
to give everyone a little synopsis, they go to this baby shower that I feel like no one wanted to go to.
Yep.
Is that the lady
Yeah.
who?
The dancer, she would
Yes.
get on
so
the
then
table.
she goes,
was
"I'm
like,
naming
"Real
my
party
baby
girl."
Shayla," and then Sam Jones has a party that is, "I'm not having a baby shower party."
Oh, wait,
No.
that was Sam.
Yeah, that was
and then
Sam.
I don't know. Does Shayla come to that party?
So she knew Charlotte's baby name.
Yeah.
And then they were standing at the thing, and she was like, she was talking to one of the girl's friends that was having the baby. And she was like, oh, don't you just love the name? You know, she's going to name her Shayla. What a beautiful name. And she was like, oh, you stole my baby name.
Yes.
And then it all went down from there. And then Sam comes in, and she was like, she stole my baby name. And then Sam turns around, she's like, you bitch. And then they like stomp off and
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah.
And then she goes in. She has like her
Yeah.
little box.
She's like, yeah, she has all her stuff with Shayla in it.
Who's the one with the short blonde hair who always strips at parties? And
That's
I think
the
she
girl.
was pregnant during it.
That's
and she's
the
like,
girl
who wants
that's
to
going
see
to
my
name.
boobs?
Yes, that's her. That's the one that was going to name the
That was
baby
great.
Shayla.
Do you have a boyfriend?
What?
Yeah, born in 1972.
Oh,
her
My
father.
father.
I just looked at Gia's ring and I saw she's wearing a beautiful gold-plated ring that says Tom, and I was like,
It's his pinky ring.
I got a pain in my
This is
leg
pink
when
ring.
she grabbed
I
Jill.
literally, well, I'll tell you. I mean, I like this just because I think it's kind of funky and silly because it's like a silly thumb ring, and I love thumb rings, and I like it because it's dramatic. So yeah, I have worn it on dates.
that's really cute. I love it.
Thank you. I wear it on dates because I think it's hilarious.
When's your next date? Can you tell us all about your dates when you go on them? Can we come? Can we sit at the table next door?
Yeah, sure. I just have nothing planned. I have
you-
nothing in the works.
Do you know my second date with Robert Francis was at Del Fuego in Babylon, and I'm sitting there, It's my second
Really?
date. I was all excited because it was right down the block from the house. I look to the corner. All of a sudden, I see my 6'7" brother-in-law walk in with my sister Katie, and he just looks at me like this, like, and keeps walking. I was just like,
That's
like,
amazing.
Rob, like, he didn't know at the he's like, he didn't even say
Yeah.
what's going, but like, you could see my face, like, whatever. And I told him that, like, months by, I'm like, Caitlin and Bob came to our second date.
I'm sorry.
That's kind of sweet, though.
Yeah, sure. You
They're
can
looking
stalk
out
my
for
dates.
you.
Boo.
What happened?
They're looking out for you.
I guess so. No, they're just
Yeah,
trying to be
they-
nosy.
they
And
were
plus, Peter
cute.
likes
Cute.
Del Fuego salsa. So,
I like Del Fuego.
what? All right. So we went over. I'm lost, guys. Fuck.
Today was like, I don't know, it's so crazy because I feel like we went off a lot.
We did go off a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about a lot of things. Well, I think basically where we were trying to go.
Weed at weddings.
Yeah. Well, okay. Can I tell you?
That was the one.
So now that we're in 2024, I feel like a lot of people in, I guess, specifically states where like weed's legal, they're having like joint bars and like people who sit there and roll stuff.
Can you have a weed bar?
You
best
can.
friend, one of my best friends, her favor was
Pot.
a joint, and it had a little sticker on it that said Zach and Steph's joint matrimony.
That's amazing.
So here's the thing.
That's
weed
hysterical.
is legal, right? Weed is legal. However, there is still a stigma with it.
Yeah, well, because it's federally illegal.
But you
Can I
think
just
of
say something? It
people-
smells like ass.
It smells fucking
I hate when I'm
terrible.
outside and I'm like, oh my god,
I
I'm literally
smell it
getting
and I
high.
literally cough. I'm like that gets my nipples hard too. And that and ASMR. What is it? AMSMR?
ASMR.
Yeah, I hate it.
Yeah.
And weed smell. But like people, if you look on social media, a lot of people that post about it are like, no, we don't want to do the. What are you doing? I feel like you're like not into me today.
I was gonna.
Tell the class, Corinne.
I was gonna do an ASMR thing again, but then
No, I would have fucking killed you.
I know, that's why I was gonna do it, but I stopped myself.
Anyway, I lost my track.
Was
of
that
thought.
your friend's wedding that had like the
weed.
joint?
I
Or was it when you
I
worked?
wasn't there because we became very close after she got married.
Oh, okay.
But I've been to weddings now where,
That's awesome though.
you know, I mean, it's awesome, but like, no,
I
I'm
kinda
fine.
like
But
it.
I'm not a weed smoker. But then people
not
that would
either.
say they're not drinkers be like, alcohol's a drug. Which, yeah, it is. It's a freaking drug.
Yeah.
It's a drug, but I feel like
all
the
the same
stigma with weed is more. I don't know, but I have to tell you, I'll be at weddings and people will be smoking weed outside, and when the doors open to like get back in, like the whole place smells like weed, and it's just not like
Well, can I just say something?
it's
Why
not
don't
like a comforting smell.
listen? There is
You're a
you
pothead.
can smoke cigarettes anywhere. Maybe these venues should have like designated spots like downwind from the venue.
But even the
so
cigarette
that like
smoke, too.
not everyone like away from or like in the back corner or something like that where they're like, hey, listen, this is like the weed smoking area where you can like smoke your weed, play a little hacky sack, you know, like.
I also feel like
Hang out.
if you
So 90s.
See, you don't see. Yeah, listen. Watch
I feel like you just
watch Dawson
Watch Dawson's Creek on the big screen.
actually go to the back
Smokable.
shed, the stoner shed back there.
stoner
Like,
shed.
gotta keep the gardening equipment.
You're a different generation, so you don't see a problem with it.
No, I feel like you need to do it in like you need to do it in an appropriate and respectful fashion
Yes.
because I feel like especially at a wedding you're going to be there with like a lot of people with a lot of different mindsets and ages and everything. But I feel like in general you need to like I don't know like what?
Why not have a designated area then?
No, I'm with you. I think you should so that you're
Isn't
far
there
away.
already then a designated area technically
smoking.
because there's smoking? So
Yeah, I mean I feel like
I feel like people
But downwind, it
because I
needs to
feel
be
like people
down-
just walk out the front door and light up a cigarette.
So I did a wedding
Yeah.
last weekend.
well,
and
honestly, I think cigarettes smell worse.
cigarettes are gross.
I think
and
they're
used to
worse
smoke-
than
all
cigars
trash.
too.
I was a huge
I don't want to
smoker,
smell
and
any of
cigarettes
it
are gross.
at my
I
wedding.
think they
Yeah,
both
no.
smell equally awful. But I was at a wedding, and it was during the room reveal photo, and the band was rehearsing, and the bride and groom were coming in to take their shot, and the door was open to the right of the place, and it reeked of cigarettes in there because it was just like a guest outside just smoking a cigarette, not doing anything wrong, just smoking a cigarette outside, and I was like, this is, like, even the bride walked in, she's like, oh my God, scent? Did you know that? And I this is actually happened to me once, but when I used to work corporate, it used to happen all the time. Scent is a big thing.
Well, yeah.
So people like, I had a bride say to me, my mom wants to talk about our wedding scent. And I'm like, oh, wedding scent. Like, yeah, that's a thing. Like setting the ambiance, lighting candles at the place to have a scent. It's a thing. Like, we
Yeah,
want my,
so I didn't do that for my wedding, but I did it for the honeymoon, and I bought me and Justin specific perfume and cologne.
Yeah.
That we'll only wear on our wedding day, on our honeymoon, and on anniversaries.
Yeah.
That's it. And every time I put it on, it takes me right back
Yes.
to
No, that's
when we
nice.
got married and when we were on
like
our
an
honeymoon.
event set, but people
I'm like, I
have,
feel like I was in St. Lucia.
Because like
again.
your smell is connected to your memory.
there's a thing called event scents though. Like people want to set
Yes,
the
they, like,
scent
pump
for
it-
their wedding.
oh,
Yeah, they
sorry.
pump it through the thing. Like there's a
Yes.
venue, Old Field Club in Setauket.
like in Disney.
You walk in and it smells beautiful.
I
in
wish
there.
I knew about that because I probably would have done it.
And they like, I remember at this, when I used to work at the law firm, we were always in cahoots with this fragrance people. And they were like, we'll scent your office. And I was like, why do we need this? Why do we need a scent pumping through here?
No, it's true.
It just smells of
I
misery.
mean, they have
but-
contacted us a couple times about the store too. Like you can have scents
Yeah.
like made, and you know you can like have this like whole because then when people come in, they like associate the smell with the space and blah blah blah. But I feel like caterers, like first of all, there's like a million flowers. I don't know. Have you ever walked into a wedding where it didn't smell pretty?
Yeah, no.
Well,
feel
except for like a cigarette thing or a pot thing that's completely different. But I
Yeah.
feel like, have you ever walked into like a wedding venue and been like, oh my God, what is that stank?
No,
stench?
but
Yeah.
I've definitely walked into wedding venues where like they had you could tell it smells like.
Yeah, I just feel like they always smell like pretty and fresh and.
No, I feel like I don't notice.
Anyway, the
I really
weed
just walk
thing.
in.
I mean,
Yes,
I
maybe.
think that like
hotels.
I don't like it, and I wouldn't want it. But in playing devil's advocate, people can come back and be like, well, people get shit faced at weddings and they drink alcohol more than they would get high, and like that can cause a disaster. And there's not really such a big stigma with alcohol because
Yeah,
it's
but
been
you
legal
don't.
forever.
You're not talking about the smell.
Yeah.
Like it's the weed and the.
Grow up.
Well, yeah. Some girl threw up too.
What?
Actually, you know what, Sam? At the Piermont, your cousin Jackie. She was the bridal attendant one day. This girl walked out of the wedding. She was sitting on the chairs. I was like, "Oh, you want to sit down? Come sit down here." And she was just like, "Bleh." I was like, "Oh, she doesn't look too good." And then she started throwing up
Because
all
of
over
weed?
the place. No,
In
because
the
she was
venue?
shit-faced. In the venue, right outside on the beautiful chairs. So I had to text your
And
cousin
At Jackie's,
at the Piermont. I had to before she retired.
but at her engagement party, she had a guest who got super drunk and he threw up right outside of the room.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
So
I had a groomsman.
Someone threw up on me at a wedding.
I bet.
In my lap.
My
I had a
cousin threw up
groomsman-
so many times and then made
Was
out
it
with
Paul?
Gia.
I don't remember
laughing.
that.
I had a groomsman.
It was horrific.
that's disgusting.
Wait, what?
I just said someone threw up on me. It was actually right after the
I
wedding.
had a groomsman throw up
the
in a
car.
fake, in a giant at a country club. You know how they have those giant plants? Like it was like a huge thing with like, for decoration and cocktail. He threw up in the
Oh,
plant.
yeah. Well, I feel like people will grab anything.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's better than.
I don't know.
in
I was
someone's lap.
driving and
How did that go? How was that?
I don't know. I don't know why you don't say pull over or lean in the other direction. I don't know
Or
why
open your window and shove
Like,
your
where
head.
was it
to,
on?
like-
He was on like, did you get like what? Like,
It was in my lap, in the middle of it was everywhere. It was
Yeah.
just,
While
Scarlett,
you were driving,
yeah.
Scarlett
a
threw up
wedding.
in my hands
It
once.
was decades ago. Yeah, it was great. I was
Yikes.
really excited about it. And it was in Paul's parents' brand new car.
At least
And
it wasn't your
all
car.
Paul said was, "My dad's gonna fucking kill me."
Oh my god.
We were like, "Oh, can we take the car? We have to go to this wedding, blah, blah, blah." We don't want to take one of the old, like our cars were old. We were young, we were kids. And then his mom was like, we just got it, blah, blah, blah. And then she was like, "All right, fine." She was like, "Take it."
Oh my god.
And we took it, and everything was great. Me and Paul, we laughed. I mean, I had this beautiful.
That was like Ferris Bueller.
Oh my god, I loved my outfit that night. And then we got in the car, and a couple of people were like, "Oh, can we get a ride?" Blah, blah, blah. And they got in the car, and I was driving because, of course, I was fucking sober, and that's usually the way that goes down. And I was driving, and she just.
Did they pay for it?
I don't even remember, to be honest with you. I remember me and Paul we got the car. I think we paid. I don't know.
I don't think I could ever handle that.
It was
being thrown
not
up
cool,
on
man.
without throwing up myself. It would have been
not
a
cool.
disaster.
Scar threw up on me, but it's
Yeah,
right.
I'm not
That's a baby. You're not talking about a grown person.
I'm not really
that
affected by that
now
stuff.
I'm like literally covered in Peniel vodka and steak.
Oh
Like, get
god,
the hell
thank
outta
you for
here.
that. Thank
Sounds
you.
delicious. I'm not gonna lie. Was it rare?
Oh god.
I'm unaffected still.
little-
All right,
done.
now
Me
I'm out.
I feel nothing.
Excuse
I
me.
don't- I don't feel anything
Excuse
either.
me.
I'm okay
No,
with that.
I don't. I mean, I guess, I'll still pivot the conversation away from that, but I could care less.
Me too.
About
anyway.
vomit?
Yeah, I don't care.
Thick and tired.
I will catch it in my hand if I need to. You know
Oh
what I mean?
god, no. Okay,
Yeah.
now my nipples are hard and I have goosebumps.
What makes your
on?
nipples hard, guys? What? Corinne, what makes your nipples hard? What makes you cringe?
What makes me cringe?
Mine is ASMR.
No. Hair in my food.
Oh,
I
God.
will literally.
Don't start with
Please,
her
I will
and
start
hair.
gagging right here.
Oh my
There
God.
is something.
Yeah.
As soon as I see it, if I can
That's it. It's
decipher that
over.
it's mine, I'm like,
Everyone's day is over if there's hair in Corinne's food.
everyone's day is over. She is not wrong.
Yeah.
Literally, everyone's
Everyone
day is
needs
over.
to stop eating, even if you don't have hair in your food.
Yep.
She's
Throw it all away.
She's
No food
repulsed
can be
by
eaten.
you
There's
and
no
my
food can be eaten. It all needs to go in the garbage. The place is trash, and we're
That
never
doesn't
fucking
bother
eating
me,
there again.
believe it or not.
What?
Hair and food.
The
What?
thought of it right
Neither.
now is making me disgusted. Now my nipples are hard.
Leah,
and I'm
what's
gonna
making
gag.
your nipples hard?
The whole talk about vomit is making my nipples hard.
Okay.
Grossing me out.
So vomit, hair, and food, ASMR. Gia, I feel like nothing gets your nips hard.
Fish.
Fish?
I hate fish.
but you
alive
want to
or
marry a
dead?
fisherman?
all of the
Wait,
he's
what,
a
like a
lobsterman. He's
Fish
a
is gonna make you
lobsterman.
like gag.
Who's
now?
a lobsterman?
Oh my
This
god, I
man,
have hiccups.
There's two guys I watch on TikTok. One has a big beard and kind of sounds like a hippie. And then there's one, he's a little bit more clean cut. I think both of them are in Maine, and they're lobster fishermen. And they're so cute. But I think they're actually having beef right now. I haven't really looked into it, but I did see briefly that the lobstermen on TikTok are having beef. I don't know these men. They're like married with children. But they're beefing because one of them, he catches like fish, like lobsters. And then if you get a female lobster, you have to put a notch in it, like if it has eggs, because then you know it's like, it can make more lobsters, so you throw it back in, and then he cleans off their barnacles, and he gives them snacks and throws them in the water.
So
but
nice.
I hate fish.
Like a teriyaki glazed salmon, you won't fuck with it?
Well, I
yum.
don't
For that
eat
one.
fish, but like looking at it won't disgust me. But like, I mean, like
salmon
if
flavor.
I'm in the water and there's a fish near me, I will like want to cut my legs off.
So here's my
I
thing.
won't go
is
in the water.
How
Do you go in the
how
ocean?
do you plan?
I mean, like I will, but
You know
like-
there's fish in
So
there.
wait, how do you plan on dating a fisherman or a
gonna
lobsterman
love it.
if you don't like fish?
Well, she said it's the actual fish, not
Okay,
the...
but he's bringing the fish onto the
well,
boat.
She might not be going on the
well,
boat.
I'm not going on.
He would want to participate.
It's
Well,
Gia.
if
It's
I
not
go
like
on the
on the boat.
boat,
Yeah.
like I feel like we're not really lobstering, but even if it is a lobster, it's a little bit different than a real fish.
So if you're in the ocean doing the backstroke, whatever, and also blop, 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 a fish is right next to you, your nips are hard, rock hard.
Do you not go in the ocean
I don't go in the ocean.
at all?
You shouldn't even go in the
You,
ocean. if
I
don't
also
like
found
fish.
out today you don't go in pools.
Absolutely not.
Yes,
Pools or baths.
You don't like
How does
bodies
she
of
not know
water.
this? She doesn't know baths, no water, no pools
Nothing.
of water.
What
We
if-
gutted my house. I said I don't want bathtubs.
There's no
in
bathtubs
what
in
if-
our house.
No bathtubs in my house. All showers. Scarlett never took a bath in her life. Showers.
You should wear. Why don't you wear like a diving suit?
That's. I will never go into it. I will never be full. I will never be fully engulfed in water in my life, and it's because
Can you
it's
do that
fucking
again?
horrifying. It's fucking horrifying. It's dirty. It's disgusting.
Wait.
You know what I thought about the other day? How if I was a Greek woman, a Grecian woman back in like BC, before Christ, right? BC bitch.
Before Christ,
And I had to go,
Or
and I had to
before
go
Cassidy.
into the public
The bathhouse.
I'd rather I would literally.
No, you
off
wouldn't,
myself.
because it's all
Correct.
relative to the situation that you're in.
I
So
would
at that
never,
time, you wouldn't have even thought about
no,
it.
and now Scarlett is in little swim lessons, and the second half of it is one of us has to get into the water.
Oh, not you.
And she's like, "Oh, you're gonna go in," and I'm like, you know, and like people would think like, "Oh, you don't want to go into the water."
I have a
because you don't wanna
question.
put in bathing suit."
I have a
don't give
question.
I will put a fucking bikini on. I give a fuck. I am not going into the water.
I have a question. Do you know how to swim?
When I was younger, my mother said I used to go off the high dive.
So what happened?
So
I
what,
don't know.
what happened? You
Well,
had to have trauma.
I think
my
you
God,
know what
she
it
had
was.
trauma.
I really, and this is
That's a
so
good movie.
fucking cliche, but it was honestly. I faked sick from school one day. I used to do it all the time. Obviously, I used to take the thermometer and put it in the heat
Yep.
thing, and my mom knew I was full of shit. So whenever we were sick home from school, she would take us to the Plain Edge Public Library with our library card. We got to pick out a movie. I wanted to watch Jaws, and my mom's like, "You're not watching Jaws," and I'm like, "I want to watch Jaws." She's like, "All right, bitch, we're gonna watch fucking Jaws."
Yep.
I couldn't even drink red Slurpees after watching that movie for a year because of the blood.
I've seen it too many times.
And then after that, I realized, you know what? The
Wait,
ocean.
why red Slurpees?
Because the blood in the water.
Because Jaws.
So
like, it-
after that point in my life, I realized that the ocean is a fucking horrifying place. My Uncle Tom was babysitting me and my siblings, sisters, when we were younger. My parents did something. And my Uncle Tom loves the ocean, loves the beach, loves the water, always did. He took me into the water, and I wasn't yet. And I fucking lost my shit. I will never go into the water. I won't be engulfed in it. I don't like even looking at.
Yeah, but that's the
It's called
ocean.
fathophobia.
Fathophobia.
Thalassophobia. And I also have a fear.
like
It's
on the
something real
list.
where things are in the water. Like if there's statues built in the water, that's a fear.
That's scary. Like Atlantis.
Horrifying.
I have 3 good movies for you to watch. Well, 4. Number 1, Atlantis. Number 2, Aquamarine,
No.
because it's about a
She's not going to watch these.
about
Why
a
not?
young
Atlantis.
Emma Roberts who has an extreme fear of the ocean. Then you should watch Spirited Away to help get over your fear of bathhouses, which you see these creepy little monsters go into a bathhouse. It's disgusting. And my 4th movie is The Perfect Storm to
That's a great
reinforce
movie.
your fear.
Wait,
George Clooney's in it.
Or
He's hot.
Adrift. That's crazy.
Atlantis, like the cartoon.
Heck yeah.
So Kita, my cat, is named after the main princess.
Wait, that just reminded me. This is gonna sound so stupid, but this is so stupid. My best friend, Christina, who she's part of my thick of the day, but anyways, we'll get there. My friend Christina, she was also like in a sorority with me, and we get stupid pledge names, and you're like named after all these like random things. Her pledge name is Kita after Atlantis because she was like
Yeah.
the Disney family.
Justin and I watched the movie,
you
and
know
we
my
were
name?
like, "That's the perfect
have
name
it.
for the cat."
What
But
do you have?
It's called.
Oh.
Submechanophobia, the fear of partially or fully submerged man-made objects such as cars, includes many possible subtypes and is related to a variety of basic fears surrounding by bodies of water. Like, I will show you this right now. So here's the images of it.
I know what
I
you're
have it
talking
too,
about.
Cassidy.
Yeah, but you go in the pool, Sam.
This is
know,
a
but
fake
this-
shark underwater, and it's a statue. This is horrendous. Do you have that too, Sam?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I
feel
go
like-
into the pool. I'm pretty terrified of the ocean, and on like a regular basis, almost nightly, I have a dream/nightmare about water.
Yeah, no.
so
that.
okay, I don't like to go in the ocean.
Love the ocean.
My mom
I'll
was
be in there
attacked
all
by a
day.
man of war when I was a kid.
A what?
So a man of war. It's like a ginormous jellyfish. And I used to go to the beach and stuff.
Where?
I mean, I've always been very fair, obviously. So I always get in Florida. So, like, and my sister, she was holding my sister, and she was like, I think my sister was a year or 2 years old. Anyway, and my mom came out and had a welt on her leg that was like this big, and her leg was black from like this thing, like
Oh, a
attacking
man
her.
o' war.
Man of war. Man of war.
Man o' war. I thought you said a
Whatever.
man of war. I'm like, is that
That's
like
what I
a
said.
meat eating machine? No, it's
Whatever.
MAN
Oh,
apostrophe.
Eating machine.
Oh, war.
Yeah.
Man o' war.
It's a
Yes.
man. Oh, like a
Man o' war.
man o' war.
Does it show a picture?
Yeah, it's horrifying.
Can I see it?
It's fucking. It's called a Portuguese man o' war.
Yeah.
Ew, was that?
This is fucking horrifying.
Yeah. So that's what it was. So it attached
here?
itself to her leg, and it basically like cripples you. And she like almost dropped my sister. It was like a big, huge thing, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm never going in
Does
the
she
ocean
ever go
again."
into the water?
My mom goes to the beach. Yeah, she'll go in the water. She don't go in like that, but she'll go in. But the kids love to go at to the beach, and I am just like a nervous wreck. Paul goes all the way out. I
I'll
don't
go
like
all the way
it.
out.
I don't like the ocean. I feel like I'm gonna get eaten by a shark or
You will.
something.
You will.
I feel
Probably.
like as long as
But
you
I go
stay-
in my pool. I go in my hot tub. But here's the thing. I don't really love when I can't see like the water. Like
Yeah,
my pool is like
murky.
dark blue, but I can see what's in it.
Whatever.
But otherwise,
The best is when you go to like the Caribbean and you are in the water and you can see the fish circling you. And they kind of like nibble on you a little bit. Yeah. I enjoy it. I love the water. If I could be a mermaid, I would.
Have you ever seen the documentary
being
about
nibbled on?
mermaids? Do you want
Anyway.
to double check?
I don't like that.
I'm a
be the
scary
pretty
bitch.
mermaid.
Thick and
I
tired,
could be
bitch.
a scary bitch.
Would you get a fish pedicure?
What's that?
No, I wouldn't do that.
Gross. No.
You don't need to eat my flesh.
Do you want to hear the funniest shit about all this? Like my fear of pools, baths, water.
I'm getting uncomfortable.
My daughter Scarlett
Oh yeah.
is obsessed, and when I say
Yeah, what's a
obsessed,
fish?
obsessed with sea life creatures.
Yeah, it's
Sea life.
crazy.
She knows anglerfish, pufferfish, orcas. She knows that clownfish live in the anemone.
Would you go to the aquarium?
We go to the aquarium and I have a very hard time in the shark room.
Wait.
Rob knows I don't. I can't.
They
go
could
in
put
there.
you in a cage.
Oh,
and
they
you
can.
go
That's
in.
great, Leah.
Wait. No, they can put you in a cage, but also when I was younger. When I was in Girl Scouts, we were gonna have a sleepover at the aquarium, and they're like, "You sleep under the fish," and this was before like I really like became like truly like disgusting like with the existence of fish.
Wait.
Anyways,
I've never been to the aquarium. I've been to the aquarium,
I
but I
don't like
wasn't there when they had the shark thing. Is it like Jaws 3?
No, it's
Is it a tube that
There's
you walk
3
through and the
Jaws?
sharks? are
No,
in it?
it's yes.
It's
well,
like-
it's like
yeah.
a little cave. It's like a
Yeah.
cave.
they like dunk you just into this.
no. She's talking about like at the actual
just
Long
to walk in.
Island
No, you walk in. It's like a
aquarium.
cave to the side, and it's like
A wall.
So it's not around you like in Jaws.
No.
No,
absolutely.
Okay,
I
good.
think
Then I can
the
do it then.
aquarium in Disney at the Nemo exhibit is like that. You walk through a tunnel, and my friend loves aquarium and fish. So once you get out of the Nemo ride in Epcot, you are in an aquarium, and it was
That's
I
so
literally was
cool.
walking around like
I need
this.
to go to Disney.
I was terrified. I
You know
hate
what?
it.
Now that my nipples are rock hard,
Yeah.
let's get into thick and tired.
Yeah.
So I need to stop talking about this.
do it.
Corinne, we're gonna start with you.
Oh, okay.
actually,
Oh,
Do I remember what my either one was?
I remember what
am I
yours
your tired
were.
this week? Like I have been for the last 2 weeks in a
Well,
row.
my tired was my eye twitching because of all the stress this week, and I'm over it. And my eye won't start twitching. Stop twitching. It's like right here on my left eye. A couple of weeks ago, it was my right eye. And it's like when I'm under a lot of stress and a lot of people are coming at me at one time, and it's just I don't like it. Yeah. So my eye's like.
You hear that, Cassidy? You're causing her eyes to twitch.
No.
I mean, I
ambush.
caused myself.
Actually, it hasn't twitched this whole episode, so I
Not
must have
like,
been
'cause it
relaxed.
twitched hours before that. When I almost
my
caused
thick-
thousands of dollars of injury.
What the hell was my thick? Oh,
Your closet.
so my thick was I finally cleaned my closet. I feel like I was
Spring
going
cleaning.
through a little bit of a depression situation. I do have tendencies. I'm not gonna lie. We can talk about that on a different podcast.
You sad?
What?
You sad?
I do get sad. Yeah, I
we
get a
all get
little
sad.
depressed. Yeah, I think everybody does. And I do suffer from some anxiety. So my closet was like, come home, just throw my clothes. I was like, I'm not hanging anything up. I wasn't really making videos. And this past week, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go in there and clean it up.
And you feel better.
I do feel a little bit better. I still feel like I'm in my funk, but like I don't feel like as because now
Funky.
that my closet's clean, I don't feel as bad.
You're in your funk, but you don't feel as funky.
I don't feel as funky, but that's it. Yeah, that's my thick and tired. Pretty simple.
Yeah. I feel like when your space is back to feeling like you can feel more like yourself.
Well, I feel like if I try to like clean it up, then it will give me motivation to feel
It's
a
like
little
a
better.
study
But that's
that-
not just, unfortunately, that's just not always the way that it works. But
Yeah.
sometimes, so little baby steps.
Cheer up, bitch.
Cheer up, bitch.
I love you.
I'm good.
Leo?
My tomboy is gonna show, but I'm thick on hockey right now because the Rangers.
Wait, where are we in the hockey world right
We
now? I know
are
we're like
in the championship now.
Okay, how many games are left till the
Oh god, there's a lot.
Okay.
It's gonna go on for a
And
while.
the Bruins are still doing well?
Oh god, I don't pay attention to anybody but
Hockey
the
players
Rangers.
are
I think they might still be doing
Hot, but there's
I have a
something
crazy
wrong
story
with
about
them.
100%. But
I love them and they're busted
like you want to
noses.
fix them, you know?
Yeah.
Let me tell you
Missing teeth.
something. Missing,
Oh,
fine with me.
That's hot.
Don't sleep on hockey players, bitches, and don't sleep on soccer players either.
Ooh.
And the WNBA stars.
Football. The
Honestly,
footballers.
I'm not a soccer girly because I feel like they're
They're all hot European.
all like a little
didn't know you were a
short
Ranger
and
fan.
kind of like they have like
What?
thin little legs.
I didn't know you were a Ranger fan.
Are you a Ranger
I'm
fan?
an Islander fan.
Oh god.
Anyway.
Now we're gonna beef.
So you're thick on.
I'm thick on the Rangers kicking everyone's ass. I don't want to jinx anything, but last night was a very good game. Double overtime.
Oh, who'd they
Finally
play?
got the win. The Hurricanes. Carolina. And so it's the series, so they have 7 games, but we kicked everyone's ass so far where we weren't even like, oh God. That last night was game 2, and if we win the next 2, we don't have to play a full 7.
Good.
Oh,
So
that's a sleigh.
fingers crossed, but it's off to a good start. So, okay, and my tired is having to make Mother's Day reservations. Sorry, moms, but do you know how hard it is to get a reservation for 7 people for a
done it
fucking
earlier.
Sunday?
Yeah, you got to do it like 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
Yeah.
in
What'd you say?
advance.
Should have done it earlier, Leah.
Well, I couldn't because my fucking brother-in-law decided to tell me last minute that he was going to be joining us.
Well, he could make his own reservation.
That's
his
what
name?
I said.
I usually
Zach.
Zach Perez. Zach Perez, get your shit together.
Oh, I love him, but
we
he
love
lives
you,
in
though.
he lives in Connecticut, and he is actually a PA at Yale. So you got to give him credit. Like he has a lot going on.
He's a busy
but I was
boy.
just like, it's so hard to get reservations in general. And then I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do because we live in a tiny ass little apartment. I can't host it.
Yeah.
You know, I can't host that many people in my freaking house. So
Right.
if it's nice out, we'll do it outside in my backyard. But I don't think it's not looking
It's not
like
gonna be
it's
nice.
gonna
Why
be
don't you call
good.
the shed or something?
I
don't
called the
take
shed. They don't take reservations, so
Even
we can.
for Mother's Day?
No.
Nope.
That's
So we
nuts.
could like walk in, but I think we're gonna be waiting forever.
Yeah, probably.
I have to tell you, the shed's not really that bad. We've gone on holidays and it's usually pretty decent. Did you try like the view or anything? They're probably
Yeah.
booked.
So I tried literally everything. I spent like a full day just like trying to find a reservation, and I cannot find anything, and I'm losing all hope. And then my mom is also making things a little complicated because she doesn't want to do anything besides garden and plant all day.
That sounds like
Let
my
her.
mother.
Let her.
But the thing is,
She can come
so,
to my house and plant shit.
Well, she wants to plant my stuff, but then I have Justin's family who wants to do one thing. My mom who's like, I don't want to do that. I want to do this. And I'm like, okay, I can't make everyone happy at once.
Yeah.
So I told my mom, let's just have breakfast, like a quick, easy breakfast,
Bring
and then
over-
you and I could plant.
Yeah,
that's it.
So,
But
yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah, have Justin. That's the article that I saved. We're gonna have to talk about that on the next podcast. I'm gonna
is
have to
it?
write it down.
Gia. Write it on your
Yeah, write it
stylus.
down.
I'm writing it on this piece
Gia,
of
thick
paper.
and tired.
Oh my gosh. So my thick, as I said earlier, my friend Christina, she hooked us up with really cheap tickets. So I think I mentioned this in a prior episode, but I'm going to Florida in like a month or so to go see Meg Thee Stallion and Glorilla in concert in Tampa, and $200 round trip, JetBlue, baby.
Nice.
Yeah. So it was like $200
Thick
round
on that,
trip.
bitch.
I'm so thick on that, so I'm excited. It's gonna be the three of us on the same flight there, and then I'm
amazing.
coming back on Monday. She's going Sunday. So that's my thick. I'm lit about that. We just have nowhere to stay yet, but whatever. My tired, oh my gosh. So I don't even know. I woke up with such a headache, and I've had a headache all day long. And then as I'm running out of the house, I was like, oh, let me grab a little Excedrin, you know? So I put 2 in my little palm, and I run into the car, and I get myself in, you know, I'm holding it in my little fingers. And I take one, and then I dropped the other, and I don't know where it went, and I go, argh! So now I'm like, okay, it's in my car, like in the thing, and then I get out here to go inside of where we are right now, and all of a sudden a pill flies off of me.
And your tits.
No, I don't even know on what, and I'm so mad. So then I just had to stare at that pill on the floor, and I was like, so I only have half the help from my
How's
head.
your head now?
And it hurts.
I mean, you're doing
I've
a
had
good.
Advil.
Fuck
You're
that.
doing a really good job at hiding
once
it.
I feel a headache coming on, I take
It's like,
5 Advil and that's
yeah,
it.
it's not like that bad of a headache. It's just kind of like a cage of pain.
God,
you know what
that
I
sounds
mean?
horrific.
It's like not, but it's
It's
not
so
like
poetic. The
Yeah.
cage of pain.
Well, it's not like the kind where it's like your like forehead is drooping down. It's like the kind where it's like a general like it's the
blast.
pressure. It's the pressure. It's because it's like really like rainy today. Did anyone else have like extreme thunder this
Okay,
morning?
Yeah, me and
I
Scarlett
got
watched it outside the
soaked
window.
this
We
morning.
loved it.
That's why my hair looks atrocious, because I was coming out of the gym class this morning, and literally it was like the gates have opened up, and it was just a flood. Like,
Yeah.
it was horrible.
Because
So
it was
I
like
got
8:30ish
soaked.
or something, maybe a little bit earlier.
It was right at like 9 o'clock. It was happening by me.
Yeah, because then it probably traveled. Because I literally at like 8 a.m. it was like wow, and I was like ah.
All right, my thick and tired.
Yeah.
I'm tired of my screen time. You guys get a notification on your iPhone
Yeah.
that comes up in screen time. I'm like, wow, am I that big of a fucking waste of life? And it's so hard because I always say to myself, I
But you
really
work
want
on
to.
your phone.
It's because you're busy
happened?
being viral.
You work on your phone too.
I mean, I work on my phone, yeah, but like,
Gotta
it's
find something.
it's exhausting. I don't want to do it anymore. I want to like just disconnect. I want to be able to disconnect, but I feel like I can't, you know, and it sucks. So I
Go on
I was-
Survivor.
It was like really, yeah, maybe I'll do that.
You know what's
Imagine.
helped a lot with my screen time?
I can't.
Is replacing at night. I don't go on my phone anymore. I read. And
Yeah.
it's because I'm doing the 75 soft, and because
Yeah.
I have to read 10 pages a day, but it's been down like 50% every week, and
Yeah.
I'm like, that's crazy.
Maybe the nighttime thing is what kills me.
Yeah.
My thick on, Sam. Can you please hand me my newest gift? My
Oh.
So my husband, low-key bougie. Hold on. Britt, I'm recording my podcast. I'm going to call right back.
Oh God.
All right, bye. I needed to answer that. That was my friend Brittany from the Piermont. So,
Shout out Piermont.
I was feeling depressed too. You know, you all get in those funks. It's only because I'm ovulating. I'm getting my period probably next week. So, I called my husband one day last week and I was like, Rob, 2 days ago, and I was like, I feel really blah. I'm like, I'm just in a blah mood. And Scarlett was sleeping. He's like, you okay? And I'm like, I don't know, I'm just sad. And he's like, well, I have something to make you feel better. Your Mother's Day gift early. So I'm like, okay. So I come home and I'm sitting on my chair pretending I'm not excited. And then all of a sudden, Scarlett comes walking in with a big orange box. Here's my Mother's Day gift.
I love the orange box.
My
Nothing
little
better
Louis
than that.
crossbody bag. Thank you, Robert. So I'm really thick on this. I don't like any. Like, I didn't grow up that way. I didn't grow up like I didn't need it. I didn't want it or whatever. But my husband, you know, he's a low key bougie boy.
Yeah.
He is. This is like
fall,
the fifth
too.
one he brought me.
Low key bougie.
Wow. There you go.
I get it.
Didn't I
Justin
sound
is
like
not.
a twat?
I like
I sounded
it.
like a twat just now,
I
right?
kind of love it though.
Should I do another thick on? I'm thick on my suntan.
No.
Yesterday was 90 degrees and sunny, and I'm feeling good, and I got some vitamin D.
Well,
I liked your thick on.
Sam.
Yeah. Well,
Anyway.
honestly, I feel like that's kind of like I've really been watching a lot of Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
So it reminds me of Mauricio.
You know, whatever. I mean, it is what it is. Anyway,
loves
ladies,
bouge.
it's been real. Sorry for that. Sorry for the technical difficulties in the beginning. And until next week, we will
See you next Tuesday.